Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Cash Matlock. Columbus police are investigating a shooting in the 900 block of 20th Street North. The shooting happened just after 8 o'clock Friday night. The victim was taken to Baptist Memorial Hospital before being transferred to another facility. At this time, the victim's condition is unknown. Police Chief Fred Shelton believes the victim and the suspect knew each other and the incident was not random. The shooting is still under investigation. Police in Aberdeen are on high alert after thousands of dollars worth of merchandise are stolen from the AT&T store. Chief Henry Randall says the robbery happened early Thursday morning at the AT&T store on Highway 145. Multiple suspects are believed to have gained access to the store through another connecting building that was not as secure as AT&T. Randall says whoever committed the theft is most likely very tech savvy, as they were able to disarm the entire building without setting off any alarms. He says it's possible that the crime was an inside job. Several cell phones and some petty cash were stolen. Police are investigating the incident. If you have any information, please contact the Aberdeen Police Department.
It is another cold night across the region. There are some clouds in place and some showers are on the way with temperatures down into the 30s. Many of you may wonder, could we get a little snow out of this? Well, unfortunately, we will not have a chance of that at all. Above the surface, there's a lot of dry air, so we see some rain coming on in, and that may evaporate before it gets to the ground. In addition, there's also a lot of warm air just above the surface. It's actually about 50, only a few thousand feet up. That means the chance for rain will continue tonight, especially into tomorrow. That's the first of 3 chances. Details of that in just a bit.
Well, speaking of cool weather, a cool event brings awareness to a disease that impacts almost every family in the country. WCBI's Tyler Holt tells us more about this year's Frostbite Run in Starkville.
Frostbite runners are greeted with cheers as they cross the finish line. Those cheers are also helping raise money for Alzheimer's awareness. The horrible disease impacts many Golden Triangle families. Runners and organizers are committed to help.
So this is the 35th annual Frostbite, and my co-race director and I took this over from OCH about 5 years ago, and we just kind of changed some things about it. But it's an annual half marathon. We've added a 5K and a 10K option so that we can kind of incorporate anybody and everybody that wants to participate.
The race began on Main Street and went through plenty of areas, including the Cotton District and Mississippi State University. Will Simon says he wanted to show his support.
It means a whole lot. Like I said, I'm a part of the law enforcement community here in Starkville Police Department, and one of my good friends told me about this event. It's supporting the Alzheimer's Association, so I was just all in once he told me about it, and I wanted to just come out and show my support and run with the crowd here. The
money that was made today is going to a good cause.
So a portion of the proceeds this year are going to go to the Alzheimer's Association of Mississippi. We think there's a lot of families that have been affected by that.
The event has raised $1,530 for the Alzheimer's Association of Mississippi. Tyler Hall, WCBI News.
According to ALZ.org, 5.8 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's. Well, today was the 3rd annual Super Bowl hosted by the Greater Starkville Development Partnership. And it's a soup tasting event that's usually centered around the actual football version of the Super Bowl. People were able to purchase tickets and come and taste soup from 12 different restaurants in the Starkville area. Well, here in Columbus, our annual WCBI Bridal Showcase was today. It's one-stop shopping for wedding planning experiences with more than 30 vendors. Our DeAndrea Turner was there today and has more on the story.
The latest wedding fashion trends hit the runway while love was in the air for brides to plan their wedding. Mother and daughter Gay and Meg McBrayer spent their Saturday morning walking the aisles to see the new wedding trends.
We have laughed and we've met a lot of nice people. Everybody is so helpful and giving us ideas.
The showcase is a single day designed to have all of your wedding needs in one place. Meg McBrayer says although her wedding is almost a year away, coming to the bridal showcase gave her more ideas than she thought possible.
I was kind of skeptical about coming, because my wedding's about 10 months away, so I was like, we don't need any of that. And my mom was like, no, let's get up and go, and I'm really glad we came. It's been fun.
She's seen wedding cakes, sampled foods, looked at wedding gowns, and learned some valuable planning tips.
Go ahead and start planning, book anything you can, do book look like ahead so you don't get close to the wedding and then you're like scrambling.
MCBRAYER says this showcase helps brides to be prepared for every aspect of their dream wedding.
I mean, if you kind of don't have any idea of what you want to do or what route you want to take with cakes, catering, florists, anything like that, like you can get cards and all the people talk to you and they're so nice, and I think it's been very helpful.
Helpful to make the day, she says, I do, a little bit easier.
Well, this year was the 27th year for the bridal showcase. In national news, President Donald Trump's lawyers charged into the impeachment trial defense Saturday, accusing Democrats of trying to overturn the 2016 election and prevent him from running in 2020. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand has more from Washington.
President Trump's defense team came out swinging Saturday, giving a preview of one of their key arguments of why the president should not be removed from office.
They're asking you not only to overturn the results of the last election, they're asking you to remove President Trump from the ballot in an election that's occurring in approximately 9 months.
The president's legal team also tried to rebut the abuse of power charge, saying the president had legitimate reasons to put a hold on aid to Ukraine.
The content of the July 25 call was in line with the Trump administration's legitimate concerns about corruption and reflected the hope that President Zelensky, who campaigned on a platform of reform, would finally clean up Ukraine.
Lead House Manager Adam Schiff challenged that line of defense.
If this was really about Donald Trump fighting corruption, why did they hide it from Congress? Why didn't they tell Congress and the American people what they were doing? Because it was a corrupt shakedown to get Ukraine to help them cheat in the election.
President Trump tweeted, any fair-minded person watching the Senate trial today would have been able to see how unfairly I have been treated. As the trial heats up, Senate Democrats continue to call for new witnesses.
How dare the White House and how dare the Senate majority even contemplate a trial without witnesses or documents?
Meanwhile, Republican senators praised the defense so far.
Within 2 hours, I thought that the White House counsel and their team entirely shredded the case that has been presented by the House managers.
The trial resumes Monday when the president's legal team plans to make the bulk of its opening arguments.
Well, a member of President Trump's legal team described Saturday's shortened presentation as, quote, a trailer and, quote, a coming attraction, end quote. Coming up, Mississippians from all over gather for the annual Cornhole tournament in Tupelo. More on that riveting story after the break.
We're watching WCBI News at 10 p.m. with Cash Matlock.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the fastest growing sport in the United States, and it's popular because just about anybody can play it. WCBI's Chad Groening has more.
Cornhole has been around a long time. In different parts of the country, it is called beanbag or other names. But it has really become a sport in its own right in the last 15 years or so, and it has become so popular that it is broadcast on ESPN. Greg Kreider was the director of this weekend's tournament held at the Tupelo Furniture Market, which was sanctioned by the American Cornhole League, or ACL.
It's what you see on ESPN. And the sport's growing by leaps and bounds, fastest growing sport in the United States. If you want to be really good, it's going to take some practice. But you could go from a beginner to being a fairly good player and competitive in a short period of time with a little practice. Anybody can play, any age, anybody. It's a sport for everybody.
You gotta have focus, concentration, don't get frustrated. Just gotta keep your head in the right place, because you're gonna make mistakes and you just can't let it get to you. When you let it get to you, you're gonna keep making them.
Steve Hudson of Tupelo says it does take a lot of practice.
Reps, you just gotta keep throwing. I mean, you can throw 100 times if you're just playing around, but if you actually take the time and point where you want to put the bag at and hit that same spot every time, I mean, that's how you get good. It's muscle memory. I mean, after you throw 10, 20,000 bags at the same side, same place, I mean, just your arm, every time you swing it back and swing it forward and release, it's on point. It's just muscle memory.
I started playing slow pitch softball for like maybe 12 years ago, and I've been playing, well, I kind of quit now, but I pitched a lot when I played slow pitch softball, and it was just natural just the muscle memory was already there, so it made it a little bit easier for me, I guess.
With practice, you'll get that feel, and it becomes almost, second nature on the field for the distance. And you'll get to where you can even throw it just straight into the hole, which is what we call an airmail, instead of letting it hit the board and slide. It's just, it happens with practice. You'll get that feel.
And not everybody has to be this serious to enjoy the game.
It's mobile. You can carry boards pretty much anywhere. You can put them in the trunk of some cars. SUVs will definitely hold them, pickup trucks. You can carry them wherever you go. Festivals, birthday parties, weddings, it doesn't matter, just anywhere. And anybody can play. I think that's the biggest thing, is anybody can play, any age.
Cornhole's fun. I mean, you can play in your backyard, you can play in your front yard, you can play at bars, you can play it anywhere. Tailgating, it's just a fun game. Anybody can play.
Chad Groening, WCBI News, Tupelo.
The North Mississippi Cornhole Club tries to have a meet about once a month.
We're expecting a round of showers to come through our day tomorrow, and that will be the first of 3 over the next 7 days. Several quick hits here. That means no heavy rain, but still, any rain is not good for how things have been for us this month. Seasonable temperatures will continue. We'll talk all about that right here after the break.
WCBI First Alert AccuWeather Forecast with meteorologist Jacob Dickey.
We've got a clear sky out there for the most part right now. There are some high clouds in place, but things are dry in the region. Clouds will continue to build, though, as we head into the overnight hours, with temperatures cooling off. All of us, I think, ending up in the 30s. Most of us are on our way there, if not already there. West Point holding out at 41, Tupelo at 40. 36 in Starkville and in Columbus right now. It is also 36 in Vernon, Alabama. As we look at satellite and radar, again, the clouds we've seen through most of the day are higher clouds. They are building on in. We are clear as far as rain is concerned, but that may very well change as early as the next couple of hours. Already seeing a few isolated showers trying to sneak on in. One thing that's in our favor tonight is there's dry air above us, and so that will help to evaporate any rain that falls. The rain will fall, evaporate, and most likely not make it to the ground. Could be a few spots that do tonight, though I just won't rule that out given the scenario that we've got here. And as we look ahead here, what I think will happen is tonight dropping down into the middle 30s in most spots. 36 in Aberdeen and in Columbus, 37 in Louisville and in Ackerman, 37 also in Bruce. Tomorrow then gives us the better chance for some scattered showers in the region. I won't rule it out at any point during the day, but I think the better chance will come for us into the afternoon and evening hours with south winds 3 to 8 miles an hour and temperatures climbing up into the 50s. Should be about the middle 50s across the region. A little cooler to the north, a little bit warmer perhaps to the south. Macon checking in at 56. 55 in Columbus, 53 in Vernon, 53 will be the high tomorrow also in Houston and in Tupelo. Let's talk about Futurecast and show you what it has. Notice by late tonight, early tomorrow morning, some light showers trying to sneak on in, but they may very well not make it to the ground. The better chance, I think, comes with this next batch that develops somewhere in the region here and carries on through. It will move through fairly quickly and maybe have a little bit of heavy rain in it in some spots, but it won't last a long time. This is not a washout by any means, and then by the time we get to Monday, starting off mostly cloudy. Futurecast is optimistic. We get a little sunshine in Monday afternoon like we did earlier today. That would feel pretty nice given things moving forward. Not a lot of rain out of this. The most probably about a quarter inch. There may be some spots that get a little more if we get a heavier shower to roll on through, but this is not a setup here moving forth that heavy rain occurs in. These quick systems will continue to slide on by. There goes one. Here comes another one. That one will arrive by Tuesday afternoon and evening and bring us another chance of some showers Tuesday night into Wednesday. And then a third one will arrive on Friday and bring even more showers. Then won't see a whole lot of rain out of this area average, probably around a ½ inch.
WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
2019 marked the 11th trip to the College World Series in program history at Mississippi State. Although the Diamond Dogs returned without a national title in hand, the expectation remains to get back to Omaha each season, including this upcoming one. The road back to the College World Series won't be an easy one. State with a very difficult 2020 schedule ahead. 10 of the Diamond Dogs' 26 opponents made the NCAA tournament last season. The focus for MSU currently, filling current holes like third base and in left field. As to if MSU head coach Chris LEMONIS thinks his team can make another run, here's what he had to say.
I think we have that type of ball club. I mean, we have 4 guys. Like I said, we have 4, and really we have 5 in our lineup with Josh Hatcher. I mean, Josh Hatcher from fall, really from last summer Now may be the most impressive guy we've had. Not to put pressure on him, but he's just been really good in everything he's done. And I think we have 5 guys that have played a ton of college baseball from an offensive standpoint. Give us a shot to go out there and compete every day.
It's a new year. Last year's over with. Can't change it. All we can do now is look forward and come in every day, put our work in to work to that goal. And it's never been done around here. I feel like this year's team's got a really good chance to do it. And you know, we're going to have to grind every single day. There's going to be days we want to do anything. There's going to be days it's going to get tough. There's going to be days where we're going to get beat by teams we shouldn't get beat by. But that's all about how we bounce back. And I have our eyes set on that one main goal, get back to Omaha and win a national championship.
That second half.
Let's get to the hardwood. Mississippi State against Oklahoma in the Big 12 SEC Challenge. Second half, Bulldogs down by 3. Entered forward Reggie Perry pulls up, bottoms the 3 bucket. It's all knotted up at 38. Next possession, State guard Alondes Williams with the robbery off the fast break, the one-hand slam. Sooners back up 43-38 in a blink. Middle of the second, guard DJ Stewart looking for 2. The spin move into the lane, right to the cup, count it. Tied right back up at 45. Under 6 to go, Sooners with the lead. Guard Devion Harmon ready from downtown, waiting, gets it, pulls up, nothing but net. Sooners up 56-51, and a minute remaining. Off the defensive rebound. Look for guard Tyson Carter. He's going to get it for you. Pulls up from deep, gets the bucket to go. Cash money, a 1-point game coming down to the wire. The Bulldogs falling just short in OKC. Sooners get it done 63-62. State falls to 12-7. Dogs head to Florida on Tuesday. Ole Miss on the road taking on Georgia. The Rebels still in search of an SEC win. First quarter, 7 to go for KJ Buffin. Getting the shot to go off the inside feed, and Ole Miss takes a 23-18 lead. Seconds later, Georgia with the ball. Guard Devontae Schuler on the steal. Get it to guard Bryce Williams from downtown. Pulls up. Nothing but net. The Rebels up and in the lead 28-20. Under 5.5, guard Blake Hinson going around the world and right to the cup. Off the glass, the Rebels up by double digits, 32-22. And right before the half, guard Breein Tyree taking it right down to the buzzer, the floater. The Rebels take the lead at halftime, and Ole Miss able to come away with the team's first conference dub. The Rebels get the win 70-60 on the road at Georgia. Boonville with plenty of girls tournament basketball action from this afternoon. Those highlights when we come back. Stay with us. Welcome back. Mooreville taking on Holly Springs in the 22nd annual Robertson Sportswear Lady Challenge. Third quarter, Kara Hayes knocking down the open 3, cutting the deficit to 1 point. Lady Troopers swinging the rock again. This time Meredith Hitt finds Haynes at the top of the key for another 3 bucket. Mooreville takes a 25-23 lead. Mooreville ball again. Hit getting down low to Allie Grace. Bounds, finds Hayes open on the wing, pulls up the J, knocks it down. Lady Troopers trailing by 2. Holly Springs doing too much. Ariana Washington finds Julia Vaughn download for 2. Holly Springs skating away with the win in this one. They get the dub 42-31 against Mooreville. Next game between 2 of the top teams in the state, Tupelo and Choctaw Central. First quarter, the Golden Wave come out firing. Kenzie Sharp swinging it to Chamaya Crothers. Gets the deep shot to go. She's just getting started. Crothers from way beyond the arc again, knocks down the tray, adding to the lead. Then Tupelo on the break. Jalicia Florence pushing the rock, finds Crothers wide open again. Crothers knocking down 4 threes in the first quarter. Tupelo up at half. Fourth quarter, Warriors fighting off the miss. Leonia Johnson finds Melanie Timms open for 3. It's good. She gets the foul. Golden Wave up 2. Choctaw ball again. The pick and roll action between Timms and Leliana Crosby. Tupelo hanging on, though, in this late thriller. Golden Wave get the dub against Choctaw Central, 64-61. Another anticipated matchup, Pontotoc taking on McNairy Central out of Tennessee. You're the only 10 I see. First quarter, Amber McCoy finds Dee Dee Shepard. The double clutch layup, Pontotoc up 6-4 early. Warriors running again. Allie Beckley with the bounce pass to Samuel Brooks, who goes up strong for 2. Putting Pontotoc Pontotoc ahead 11-9. Same score, Shepherd looking to pass inside, settles for the deep three. It's good. Lady Warriors up 5. A loose ball later recovered by McCoy, pulls up for the contested mid-range. Jay hits it. Pontotoc still up 5. McNairy responds. Audrey Pierce knocks down the tray, cutting Pontotoc's lead. However, Lady Warriors are your victors in this one. They get the dub 68-56. That's it for sports. We'll have more for you after the break. Stay with us.
He's got a Purple Heart. Now he just wants Valentine's hearts. 104-year-old Major Bill White has been overwhelmed by the outpouring of love and gratitude from people around the world. For Valentine's Day, the World War II veteran had one wish, just to receive a few Valentine's cards. Well, Operation Valentine turned out to be a huge success. Major White has already received over 25,000 cards and gifts from people around the globe thanking him for his service. Some came from as far away as Brazil and Japan. Others were made by students in a local grade class. With 3 weeks left to go until Valentine's Day, there's really no telling how big Major White's pile of well wishes will grow. And I can tell you, Jacob, the only thing I'll be getting on Valentine's Day is a snap from Team Snapchat.
I could agree with that. I think the big thing will be, what will happen first? Will he get to 50,000 or will we get one?
Ooh, I don't know.
Good question. Hey, let's look at the forecast real fast. Some more showers. And if there's something we'll get, more rain. Surprise, surprise. Round on Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.